Well, so today's today. Black Panther. I've been looking forward to this one since I saw that very first trailer, and every subsequent trailer after that I've been doing my reactions. And I just know that this thing is going to be something special. The reviews and the reactions I'm seeing from other people in the paper, social media, YouTube, this thing is blowing people away. So it's hard going in with tempered expectations. I'm expecting a good fun movie. I'm hoping it's more than just a good fun movie. I want this to be something special, but as is the case with something that's overhyped, yeah, you can come out disappointed. So I'm gonna go in, temper my expectations, just go for a good fun time at the movies. About to finish my coffee and get going. And yeah, I'll get my review up shortly. So, Wakanda forever. Cheers.
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, cause I know then you'll see you can be true, you can be true. I want you to see what I see in us, something so real, something so real. I want you to see that this is a love we both feel, that we both feel. And how will we ever know if the love will ever grow without trying, without trying? And how will we ever see if we are meant to be? It's terrifying, it's terrifying.
So here I am, as per normal, the first one in the theatre. It's only a 10 past 10 showing on a Monday morning on BMAX at the event cinemas. So I dare say this will fill up somewhat. A lot of people at work, so maybe not. But yeah, really looking forward to it. Here I am. Movie's about to start. Got my popcorn. The commuter. Want to see that one too? Looks really cool. Bottle of water. Anyway, bring on Black Panther. Well, straight off the bat, that movie was bloody awesome. Such an entertaining film. It was everything I hoped it would be. It definitely lived up to the hype. It was a blast from start to finish. In regards to being a Marvel movie, it definitely breaks the cookie cutter mold that the Marvel films will definitely can get into sometimes. So many movies into the series now, so that you're bound to get some repetition. But what Ryan Coogler has done with Black Panther has just elevated it and created a smash hit. This movie is just absolutely dominating the box office right now. It's kicking ass everywhere, and deservedly so. It is entertainment with a message, and it's so good. And it's amazing. It shines a beautiful spotlight on African culture, and I just fell in love with this movie. Wakanda is realized beautifully, and I wish it was a real place. I want to go there and visit because it was just stunning. So Ryan Coogler, who also delivered us the amazing Creed, a love letter pretty much to the Rocky franchise, and if you've not seen that, check it out. It's basically about Michael B. Jordan playing the son of Apollo Creed, trying to make a name for himself and getting trained by Rocky Balboa and just getting out there, and the movie is amazing. So check that one out if you've not seen it. And we're also getting Creed 2 soon as well, the follow-up to Creed. Also starring Michael B. Jordan, who I must say was amazing in this. The villains of the Marvel movies can either make or break the film, and it is common knowledge that the villains in these films aren't necessarily the strongest part of the movies. And if you have a really strong villain for your hero to go up against, then man, the battle's half won. And what Michael B. Jordan does here with Killmonger is one of the great Marvel villains. He had a really good backstory, and it's heartbreaking for this guy, his character, what he goes through, you can see that he is totally justified in wanting to get his end goal. You can really sympathize with his character. And that really grounds the movie in a way you don't really expect. T'Challa, who is Black Panther, played by Chadwick Boseman, they just bounce off each other so well. We got the stoic Black Panther, who is a newly appointed king of Wakanda, and we have a challenger in the form of Michael B. Jordan, and the story is deeply personal. I'm not going to get into spoiler territory at all. This movie is not about an end-of-the-world cataclysmic battle at the end of the movie, but should the bad guys succeed, it would have far-reaching consequences around the entire planet. So there are stakes. And I have to say, the cast in this movie is amazing. We've got so much talent. Lupita Nyong'o, who's just stunningly beautiful. Denai Guerrera, who is as kick-ass in this as she is in The Walking Dead. She's amazing. We've got the ever-reliable Martin Freeman, always doing his thing. I love this guy so much. Daniel Kaluuya, fresh off Get Out. This guy is going to be a superstar one day. You just watch. Letitia Wright as T'Challa's sister. The way these two, the brother and sister relationship in this movie, is one of the highlights. Her playful bickering, his stoicism, but when they come together, they're just a couple of kids picking on each other, and the support and love they have is just really conveyed quite well as the highlight of the film for me. The relationship between these two, it's just the chemistry is amazing. It's so well done. We got Winston Duke, who was amazing. Sterling K. Brown. Now, if I actually enjoy watching him in This Is Us, it's a fantastic drama on TV. He is a really wonderful actor, and I was really quite happy to see him turn up in this one. He was good. He was good in a very small role, but amazing. And we got the wonderful Angela Bassett. This lady has been in so many movies I just adore. She's a wonderful actress. We've got Forrest Whitaker, another crowd favorite, wonderful actor. And of course, we've got the wonderful Andy Serkis, who is giving the motion capture a rest and actually having some screen time. And he's a wonderful actor. He conveys a real menace as Ulysses Claw. He was a really good villain, and I always enjoy seeing Andy Serkis on screen. He's a talented actor. He's a lot of fun. Now, this is a beautiful looking film. It is so colourful from start to finish. One of the first things I realised when I was watching all those trailers just over and over again, I could just tell this was going to be a beautiful looking film, and the colours in this are just gorgeous. I can't wait to see it in 4K HDR. I will own it on home video, most definitely. But it was a stunning looking film. It is so beautifully filmed. There's a scene where, well, I'm not going to give away too much of the plot or the spoilers, but there's a scene where T'Challa has to kind of transition into Black Panther, and he has a vision, for want of a better word, where he's talking to his father. And he's in a really beautifully set African scene where there's like this really nice ancient tree, and it's got panthers in it. And there's the northern lights just shining in the background, and it's all dark, and the blues and the highlights and the hues. It was just eye-popping stuff. This is gorgeous cinematography, and wow, it is one of the best looking movies there is. Stunning to look at. And like I said, the performances were awesome. And dude, the soundtrack is absolutely killer. I've got that on my Apple Music, and man, it is a fantastic soundtrack. The music in this is amazing. It is so good. The whole thing just comes together so well. It's its own movie. It's a self-contained movie, right? It tells its own story. Like, it actually gives us a little montage at the beginning where it gives us the history of Wakanda, a bit of a backstory about the 5 tribes and how 4 of them come together to unite and live in this beautiful part of Africa, but there's one tribe who kind of separates themselves, and the tribes are continuously at war with each other until one of the tribesmen takes this special plant which imbues them with the power of the Black Panther, and they are made king, and it is their job to keep the peace, and the tradition just holds on for generations. So the story is its own self-contained thing. You get all this in just one movie, one shot, it doesn't necessarily have to be viewed with the knowledge of all the previous Marvel movies. Definitely helps, but it's its own thing. You can just put this movie on coming fresh into a Marvel movie. This could be the first one you ever watch, and you're caught up. You know exactly what's happening, well, pretty much. And you get a self-contained piece of entertainment, and you don't have to watch anymore. It's there for you. It's one and done. But it fits so perfectly well into the well-oiled machine that is Marvel. The cog, it just fits into place, and you got all the little nuggets about previous movies and what's to come. It sets it up the next step quite well, which we all know is going to be the Avengers Infinity War. And holy shit, can't wait for that. It just shows the quality of a movie that you can get by just having the right person in the director's chair and the right actors in the roles. And you're set. The movie is going to be brilliant. You got some really amazing writing in the script. And it just is Marvel's just a well-oiled machine. They're pumping these movies out so frequently. Sure, you're going to have a few ups and downs, but their success ratio is amazing. And this one, I always knew was going to be special. They had a job to do. Black Panther wasn't a big hero in the Marvel community. I didn't know a lot about him before going into this theater. I got some feedback from my subscribers and a few comments who didn't like me about the history of Wakanda and who Black Panther was. But for a lot of people, Black Panther is an unknown quantity, just like Iron Man was back in the day. With this little movie about a guy in an iron suit, an old Tony Stark movie, and he wasn't a big superhero back then, and he totally owned the role. He's perfectly cast, and that movie became started a phenomenon. And here we are today, and we're still introducing characters that aren't too familiar with the general public some 10 years later, and we're still getting amazing quality films, and Black Panther is definitely up there. This is fantastic cinema. It's movie making done right. It's a crowd pleaser. It's got a message. It's got all the action beats. It's got a killer soundtrack. It's got amazing performances from all the cast. It's awesome. I'm definitely going to be doing another review of this when it gets in my hot little hands on its 4K HDR release. And I can't wait to watch it again. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 just straight off the bat. Like it has its flaws, yeah. It could have been trimmed a little bit, but I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10 because it's just fantastic entertainment. Everyone in this is just awesome. They should be very proud of what they've given us in this Marvel universe. Black Panther is an amazing superhero. I'm so glad that I've got to know about him, his culture, where he's from and who he is and his place in the Marvel universe and everyone around him. And it was just stunning. It was stunning filmmaking. And I really think that for people who aren't big into superhero films, you know what, check it out because it's good cinema. This is a good story. There's redemption, there's revenge, there's action, there's humor. It's just done so well. So if you enjoy going to the movies, if you just enjoy a good flick, go check it out. If you're a superhero fan, you're already going in there. If you're a Marvel fan, you're in. If you're a DC fan, check this movie out, guys, because this is how it's done. And we want our movies, I'm a DC fan, we want our movies to be just as good as this, given the opportunity. And it can be done. So, that's my review on Black Panther. It is freaking awesome. Go see it. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking into my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a big thumbs up. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.